Hi, I'm Lori Fannin, and I will be doing a mixed level yoga class today, and this is brought to you by Healthy Columbus. So you won't need any props. This will really be just based on your body and what you can do. And we're going to do a mixture of standing, simple warm-ups. We'll do a standing sequence, and then we'll take it down onto the mat to do some nice stretches before Shavasana. All right, so we're going to start standing today, and you can be right now, you can be anywhere on your mat. But so coming into your mountain pose, you can place the feet about a hip width distance apart, and you want to get your toes to really spread out. So if you take your gaze down to your toes, you want to lift them up and place them down, and then feeling that footing, feeling the balance that you're experiencing on the mat, and you want an equal footing on your mat. So there's 4 points to the foot. Right? We want to find that balance. We have the big toe mound and the pinky toe mound. So think of the ball of the foot underneath the big toe, under the pinky toe. You take a line straight back to your heels, and you're going to get to the outer edges and those points in your heels. And that's where you want to feel the balance. And so if you start to notice maybe you're leaning more into the ball of the foot, or maybe you're leaning more into the heel, you're going to be aware of that imbalance, or even turning in or turning out. So we're going to work on just getting that strong foundation into the feet. And then begin to draw your belly into the spine. It's not sucking in your gut. You're just drawing the belly in, tailbone lengthens towards the mat, chest lifts up, and the shoulders roll back. Soften your kneecaps. So if you feel like you're starting to tighten up, just give them a little looseness, a little micro bend. You'll feel the work in the quads instead. And so you're just going to tune into your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Keep them open and just soften your gaze. And the crown of your head, you're just going to let that float right up to the ceiling. Just easy breathing. Setting our intention. We're going to let go of any and all feelings of competition or judgments, expectations. And we'll stay present with our practice. We can listen to our bodies and honor our bodies at all times. So just keep focusing on your breath. Maybe feeling your belly expand a little bit more. Deepening the inhale. Stronger exhale. You can work into an ujjayi breath or like a whisper breath. And that's where your exhales, you're using your throat muscles like you would whisper or you would fog up a mirror. But you're still exhaling through the nose, and it just makes it an audible breath. And we're going to start to move. So when you come to your next inhale, you're going to reach the arms up. Nice big stretch up. And then exhale and just push the palms away as you're pushing your arms down. Like the air is really heavy, push it on back into your sides. Inhale, scoop that heavy air up. Maybe bring your palms together, maybe gaze up. And exhale, and slowly release down, keeping the tension out of your shoulders. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale to release. And then just give your shoulders a roll back a few times. Just mindfully move the head around, keeping any tension out of your neck. And then we'll bring the head upright. Take the arms back, clasp your hands, open up to the chest. It doesn't matter if your hands are reaching straight down, you can reach them just straight down, or you can reach them away from the body, whatever you're comfortable with. Take another inhale, and then exhale the arms forward, clasp your hands in front, push your palms away, roll the shoulder blades down your back, so you've got lots of space between your ears and your shoulders, still that strong foundation into your feet. With your next inhale, stretch it up, and then bring your palms together, steeple the index fingers. Now you can keep your feet at a hip width distance here. If you're comfortable, you can walk them in. So your big toes touch, but the heels are just slightly apart. Whatever you feel more comfortable with, take your next inhale. Lift up as you root down through the feet, and exhale to your right. Nice big side stretch here. And we'll inhale, lift up, and exhale to the left. And get a nice big side stretch on this side. And inhale up, and exhale to release. Again, roll the shoulders back, just start to loosen things up, step out of your mountain pose and shake things out a little bit. And then we're going to be at the top of the mat. When you're ready, as you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward as you just slowly and gently swan dive over. So we're going to place the hands on the shins and let the head hang. And take your next inhale, push into your palms as you bring your chest forward. Exhale, fold in. And again, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, reach the arms back. Come into your chest expansion again. Take another inhale. And exhale, release the arms. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge forward. Swan dive it over. This time, if your hands reach the mat, that's fine. Otherwise, just place them on the shins. You'll inhale, flatten the back and lengthen. Exhale, fold, and then we're going to step it back. And we're going to lower the knees on the mat. Stack the shoulders and the wrists, the hips and the knees. Moving through cow and cat. So when you're ready on your inhale, you're going to drop the belly on cow. Open up through the chest. Exhale into cat. Curl the tailbone under. Draw the chin in. Take a few more. Moving at your own pace. So if you want to go faster, go faster. And if you want to go slower, go slower. And now wherever you're at, you're going to just do one more round. And we'll return to just a nice, comfortable tabletop. So we're going to take the left leg back, keep the ball of the foot down on the mat, push back with your heel. And then we'll move this into spinal balance. Lift the left leg, right arm goes forward. So find that strength into your core. You're drawing the belly in. You're going to lengthen the tailbone from the crown of the head. That same engagement you had in your mountain pose. Strong into the legs, you're pushing back into your left foot. Foot is flexed. And strong into the arm, your right arm that's reaching. Energize it. Get a little bit longer. Lifting up out of the left shoulder, lifting up out of the right hip. Take one more inhale. Then with an exhale, draw your elbow and your knee into tap. Inhale, push it out. Exhale, tap it in. Do one more, just like that. And then we're going to reach it out and exhale to release. And we'll take the other side. So we'll start with just the right leg goes back. Keep the ball foot down, just push back, take a stretch. And then let's start to move into spinal balance. Engaging into the arm and the leg that are reaching away. Stay engaged into your core. Now lose sight of keeping the belly into your spine and the tailbone from the crown of the head. Lift up out of the right shoulder. It's very easy to feel like you're going to collapse. So you want to lift up away like you're pushing away from your mat. So with our next inhale, we're going to stretch it. And then exhale, bring it into tap. 2 more. After this last one, we'll stretch it out. And exhale to release. And drop it back into child's pose. So letting your hips just fall into your heels. We're going to extend the arms. Now you can take your knees out wide. If that feels better for you, or keep them closer in. Either way is fine. And relax. So keeping your arms extended, we're going to get a little side stretch. We're going to walk the hands over to the right edge of the mat. And maybe shift the body a little bit to the left. And start to walk your hands over to the left edge of your mat. And shift a little bit to the right. Walk back to the center. We're going to take a modified vinyasa. We're going to lift up into a modified plank. So shifting forward, shoulders stack, just a little bit over and forward from your wrists. As you exhale, elbows into the ribs, lower your chest and your chin. Come all the way down, inhale into cobra, scoot forward as the chest lifts up. And then we're going to tuck the toes and get ourselves into downward facing dog. Now in our first down dog, let's pedal out the heels. Start to feel the hips shift side to side. Keep your fingers spread wide, building now the foundation into your hands. Now from our down dog, we're going to walk it forward slowly into our forward fold at the top. So this forward fold should feel a little bit more comfortable than the first one we did. Take an inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale to your mountain pose. And let's start to move again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge it forward as you swan dive over. Hands to shins, flatten out your back. Exhale, fold, step back into down dog. From our down dog, we're going to take the right leg back. Start to turn the leg out as you bend the knee. Keep your right foot flexed. You're just going to get your right hip to roll open a little bit. Maybe put a little bend in your left knee. If you need to stay on the ball of the foot, that's fine. Stretch back as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take the other side. Left leg goes back. Turn the leg out and then bend the knee as you keep your foot flexed, opening up the left hip. Keep pushing your hips back. Inhale, stretch it back. And exhale, down dog. Drop into child's pose. And find your child's pose. So now if you want to keep the arms forward still, that's great. Keep them there. If you want to take a different approach, take the arms alongside the body, or stack the arms and rest your head. Same thing with the knees. You can take them out wide, or you can keep them closer in. It's really what feels relaxing to you, what feels comfortable to you. And from here, we're going to make our way back into downward facing dog. Take your time as you transition into your down dog. Now, if you want to add a vinyasa here, you can do another modified if you'd like, or you can stay with the knees off the mat. If you want to not do a vinyasa, that is fine too. You can always stay in a child's pose, or you can stay in downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, walk your way up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale. Small pose. So you roll the shoulders back a few times. And roll them forward. And then let the shoulders relax. Again, you move the head like we did in the beginning. Just move around. Keep that tension out of your neck and shoulders. And bring the head up. Let's start to move into a standing sequence. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Keep the arms reaching as you exhale, drop your hips into chair. So we're going to keep the weight back into the heels, bellies to the spine, just like we're always that belly towards the spine. And you should be able to wiggle your toes here. Now you can lower the arms if this starts to bother your lower back, but keep them lifted up. Inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. So we're going to step our left leg back into warrior one. So spin your heel down, keep a bend into your right knee, and reach the arms up. Shoulders roll back. So we're going to ground to the outer edge of the left foot, and at the same time, the hip moves forward. So you should feel a good stretch in the front of your hip, in the flexor area. And we're going to just drop into the right hip. Right knee stays over the ankle towards the pinky toe side. Keep your connection to your breath. And we're going to exhale it into warrior two. So as we come into our warrior two, we make whatever adjustments we need to make. We want to be in about a heel to arch alignment. Right knee still over the pinky toe side of the foot. And you're still grounding to the outer edge of your left foot. Shoulders stay relaxed. And you're gazing right over the right hand. Flip up the right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior right under the ceiling. Left arm's going to rest the leg, or if you like, you could take it around your back. And you're gazing up. Soften through both shoulders. On our exhale, we're going to cartwheel down. So we're going to spin onto the ball of the left foot. You might want to heel toe your right foot out just once. We're going to add a twist. Left hand stays down, right arm goes up. If you're more comfortable, drop the left knee. And just open up through your right side, gazing up towards your right hand. Exhale, release. Look forward, inhale, step up. Lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale to your mountain pose. Let's take the other side. Inhale, reach the arms. Keep them reaching. Drop into chair as you exhale. Again, if you need to lower the arms, lower them. You can always take your hands into prayer. It really puts a lot of pressure on the lower back. The higher the arms go, you're going to feel that really strongly. If it feels uncomfortable, don't keep the arms up high. Inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back for warrior one. So the heel comes down. Keep the bend in the left knee as you scoop up. So now we're going to ground to the outer edge of the right foot and bring the hip forward. I'm going to turn around. You guys stay as you are. So that good stretch is going on right here. Shoulders relax. Left knee stays over the ankle towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Another inhale. Then exhale it into warrior two as the arms reach across. Again, you're making those adjustments. So we want the heel to arch. Left knee stays over the ankle, pinky toe side. We're still grounding to the outer edge of the right foot. Shoulders are relaxed, the arms strongly reach across. Still have that engagement of the belly towards the spine, elbow in front of the head, lengthen out. And then we'll flip the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm can stay resting, or you can take it around your back. It's really whatever you feel more comfortable. With our exhale, we're going to cartwheel it down. So now we'll spin onto the ball of the right foot, and we just heel toe the left foot out just once. Gives us a little bit more space to twist. Left arm goes up. And again, you have that option to drop the right knee. Whatever, again, feels best to you. Exhale, release. Look forward, inhale, step up. Lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold in. Sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhaling, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it in. Halfway up on the inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, fold. Step your way back into down dog. Now you can add your vinyasa here again, or you can bypass it. You can stay in down dog, whatever you choose to do. I'm going to throw in a little vinyasa. And then we're going to meet in child's pose. So start to slowly release and come into your child's pose. Give yourself that little break and let your body relax. So grab some water if you need to. And then when you're ready, you're going to come back up into down dog. From your down dog, walk it on up. Lengthen out your spine. Fold it in. And inhale, sweep up. And exhale to release. So we're going to turn sideways on the mat. You want to be, so you're facing the long edge of your mat. And the feet are going to go out wide. So we're going to take a wide leg forward fold. Make sure your feet are facing, parallel. Or if you're comfortable, and this depends on your hips, you can turn your feet in. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your gaze. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, hinge forward. We're going to keep the hands on the hips. This is going to keep the chest open. It changes how you fold. And that's okay. You can let your head drop if you're comfortable with it. It really depends on how deep you're going into this. This does not need to be done with straight legs. If you need to, bend the knees. It releases your lower back and your hamstrings a little bit more. Take your next inhale, look forward, and push into your feet as you come up slowly. Then you can go ahead and release the arms. So we're going to come into triangle. We're going to turn the right foot out so it's facing now the short edge of the mat. About that heel to arch we did in warrior two. And you're going to gauge to see if you need to go wider. And you can change this up as we get into the posture. So we're going to inhale the arms out wide. Look over the right hand. Push your left hip out to the left. Reach over and then release. So a way to know if you're comfortable in this or not. It's based on how wide your feet are. So if you feel you're kind of stuck, you feel like you're not really able to go too far, you might want to just walk your left foot back just a little bit and see if that opens up. Ooh, my foot just slipped. See if that opens up some space into your triangle. But the right side of the body is going to stack. So you want your right shoulder over the right leg. Right hand can rest to the shin, to the ankle, maybe to the mat or a block if you have one. Left arm to the ceiling, or the hand can go on the hip, or bring the arm around your back. It really depends on your shoulder. If you feel really uncomfortable on your shoulder, you can just take the arm to a different position. And from here, we're going to slowly push up. So we're going to push into the big toe mound of our right foot. Push and lift. Release, and then switch your feet. Arms going parallel. And as we inhale, we're going to push the right hip out and extend and reach over the left leg. And sometimes you have to adjust from side to side. It really depends on how your hips feel, how your hamstring operates. I'm going to make a little adjustment. Again, you can take the arm around your back or keep the hand to your hip. You're gazing up, and if that's uncomfortable, you can always look forward. Just feel the body just stacks over the left leg. So you got your right side over your left side. And then we're going to push into the big toe mound of the left foot. And with an inhale, push and lift all the way up. And release. Turn your left foot in. Keep your right foot where it's at. Inhale the arms out to a T. Exhale, hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your gaze. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, hinge forward. This time the hands are going to come down. So you'll find that this changes a little bit of your forward fold when the hands come down. Bend the knees if you need to. Should feel a hinge from your hips, not a bend at your back. So if you're feeling you're kind of rounded, just soften your knees. Now from here, we're going to come up about halfway, and you're going to walk over. It doesn't matter which way you walk. You're going to walk over to the short edge of your mat. So I'm walking over to the right, and I'm going to step back into down dog. Give it a good stretch out, and then I'm going to come back up. I'm going to walk feet up, half lift, fold in, inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, hands to the heart. So we'll do one more standing, and we're going to come into balance. We'll come into tree pose. And you can really balance on whatever side you like. I'm going to balance on my left. So pick your side. Sometimes it's nice to go with the side you're more comfortable with. Gives you that boost of confidence when you do the other side. So whatever side you're balancing on, that opposite foot leg opens up to open up the hip. And the foot can rest down. You can rest it down at your ankle. You can keep your big toe down there. You can just bring it up to the shin. So most importantly, you don't want to push into your knee. So I'm going to hike mine up and above the knee. Find your foundation. All that mountain work that we did, it all comes into your tree pose. Keep the hands at the heart. And take the arms up. Whatever you wish to do. You can kind of play with the arms. You can do cactus arms. Do about like a V. Bring the palms together. Just pull your index fingers. Whatever you like. Find one spot to focus. And then we're going to bring the hands together, hands to the heart, and we'll release it out. So go ahead, release everything out. Shake it. Shake out your legs, shake out your arms. Come back to your mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. And let's take our tree on the other side. So adjust your tree on this side based on how it feels on the side, whether it's your hip of your standing leg or it's the hip of your opening leg. If you need to change it up, change it up. And if you wobble, you wobble. And if you fall, you fall. You just get right back up into it. It's just yoga. It's not a big deal. you want to change your arm position, change the arm position to whatever you like. Do what inspires you. If you want to challenge your tree, challenge where you're gazing, maybe look up. Maybe close your eyes. I cannot do it with eyes closed. I see people do it, I can't. But it is quite a challenge to try that. Hands will come back to the heart. We'll release it. And again, you're just going to shake it out. So we're going to take the feet wider than the hips. And we're going to keep everything really loosey-goosey. You're going to swing the arms side to side. And you can move your hips with this like you're taking a golf swing. And we're going to start to slow this down until we stop. Step your feet back in and come back to the top of the mat. From here, let's inhale it up. Engage the arms. Exhale, hinge it forward. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold in and step your way back into your down dog. So this is our last down dog, and it's also your last vinyasa opportunity. So if you want to take one more vinyasa. And then from here, we're going to release into child's pose again. So drop into your child's pose. Again, maybe grabbing some water. Take a break, give yourself a rest. And from your child's pose, when you're ready, you're going to come up. We're going to come to seated. So we're going to just start with a simple cross-legged position. And then the sit bones ground, just like the soles of the feet were grounding the mat. We want the sit bones to ground into the mat, so we're very balanced on the sit bones. Take an inhale. And then exhale, just twist over to your right side. Take your gaze over the right shoulder.
Pause, Lori.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to just come into a simple cross-legged position. And we want to settle into the sit bones. So you want to ground into the sit bones just like we did, grounding into the soles of the feet in mountain pose. So we want to feel very balanced. So you're going to sit up tall. And if this does start to bother your lower back, just sit up on something. You can grab a pillow, just something that raises up your hips. And then we're going to just take a simple twist. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to your right. Gazing out over the right shoulder. Inhale, just look forward. Exhale, untwist. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist your left. It's not over your left shoulder. Make sure the spine is lengthening here. So if you start to feel you're kind of rounding your back, kind of slumping a little bit, see if you can lift that up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist. So we're going to switch the legs out. Readjust your sit bones. Take an inhale, and then exhale, just walk your hands forward and just fold it in. So we are going to let the body just kind of slump down into this. Let your head drop. And just breathe into the back of your body. Just feel that right between your shoulder blades, and that stretches out as you inhale and expands. Relaxing as you exhale, the belly softens. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale and walk your way up. So we're going to extend the right leg, and we're going to keep the left foot tucked in. We adjust your sit bones. Take an inhale, reach the arms. We're coming into head to knee. As we exhale, we're going to hinge forward over the right leg, letting the head bow to the knee. And it doesn't matter if you grabbed your feet or if you're grabbing around your shin or around your calf, whatever is comfortable to you, just letting your head bow down. And if you feel tight in your lower back, you're feeling tight in your hamstrings, just bend the knee. Like bring your knee up towards your nose rather than trying to drop your nose into your knee. So always doing and adjusting in yoga to what feels the most comfortable to you, what actually works with your body. And forward folds have a calming effect, so if this is not feeling calm, you might want to think about readjusting. So if there's something aggravating, whether it's in your lower back or it's your hip, you can always place something under the hip that's open, place underneath that knee and alleviate some pressure. When you come to your next inhale, you're going to slowly rise up. So we're going to take revolved head to knees. You're pretty much keeping your right leg where it is, but you're going to shift your left side to the left. So just sitting straight up, you're angled over your left ankle. So we're going to turn just a little bit more to the left, and you're going to anchor the right arm inside the right leg or on the leg. Left arm sweeps away. Open up through your left side as you reach up, and then we're going to exhale that side body stretch, where we're going to stack it over the right leg. Very similar to triangle in that sense that we want to stack. Now you can gaze up or you can gaze forward. And again, if this bothers your left shoulder, it just is just a little bit too uncomfortable, you can keep the arm reaching up to the ceiling or maybe taking the arm around the back. But if you can anchor your right arm inside the right leg and you're going to push, that actually helps you to open up a little bit more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale to release. And then we'll turn center. And we'll take head to knee. That's when we go straight forward on the other side. So your left leg's extended, right hips open up. And so I mentioned on the other side, so if this bothers your hip on either side, you just place something that your knee just rests on, and that lifts it up and takes away some of that pressure. Inhale the arms up. And exhale as you hinge forward and bow it in. Again, maybe you bend the knee, bringing the knee up closer towards your face, and that will alleviate your hamstring and your lower back a little bit. And relax into this. And we'll inhale to look forward and come all the way up. And then we'll take revolved head to knee. So left leg stays as it is. You're just going to shift to the right. So again, you know you're in the right spot if you're just sitting up tall and you're at this diagonal position. So we're just going to turn a little bit more to the right. Left arm's going to anchor to the left leg. Inhale the right arm, sweep it out and up. And then exhale, take that big stretch over your left leg. And if you can anchor your arm inside, it really does help because you want to open up. This is a big opening posture. It's a really big opening stretch. And if this bothers your right shoulder, arm goes up or it goes back. And you can gaze up or just looking forward. With our next inhale, we're going to lift up. And exhale to release and then turn forward again. Both legs extended. Full seated forward. Adjust your sit bones. And taking the same approach, coming forward as we did head to knee. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hinge forward. Bowing your head towards your knees. Maybe both knees need to bend. Again, Doesn't matter if you grab your feet, grab your feet. If that doesn't really feel comfortable, just reach around the ankles or just keep your hands more to the floor. It's fine. If you can keep your feet flexed, see if you can keep your feet flexed. Inhaling, we'll look forward as we come up, and we'll do one more seated posture. We're going to come into bound ankle, so the soles of the feet come together. And we adjust again to the sit bones. So it's another one where, like we were in head to knee, if this bothers your hips, so let the knees just fall out, just put something underneath the legs so it actually has some support. It's not about the knees falling to the mat. If they do, they do. It's more important to just be comfortable. On the hip, roll the shoulders back, take an inhale, and then exhale, and hinge forward. And relax into this. So we're just breathing to release into the lower back and the hips. Keep tension out of your neck and out of your shoulders. And then we're going to inhale to come up and draw the knees up. So we're going to start to make our way down onto our backs. So grab underneath the thighs and roll your way back. And then once you're down all the way, you're going to pull the knees in. And just squeeze them in and rock that out side to side. Let your feet come on the mat. So we're going to do just a nice cool down hip stretch. I usually do these in the beginning as a warm up, but it's nice to do them as a cool down. Figure 4, cross your right ankle over the left knee. Stay here if you wish, or pull the left leg up. You can use your right hand right into the inner thigh and help that open up, or you can clasp the hands behind the left thigh. Keep your shoulders relaxed. So if you find you clasp behind the thigh and it's causing you to roll up, maybe think about taking this approach so your shoulders stay down on the mat. And we're going to release the left foot down. Stay exactly as you are in your figure 4. Drop the legs to the left, so you're going to land on the sole of the right foot. Right arm extends out, look out over your shoulder. And you can keep your right knee towards the ceiling, if that feels really good, or you can guide it towards your left shoulder as you're moving more toward the twist. And you can play around with this. If you want to take more of a traditional twist, you can just stack the legs if you'd prefer to do that. And when you come to your next inhale, you're going to roll your way back up, releasing that, place both feet flat, adjust your back, come into figure 4 on your other side, in any way that feels good. Maybe close your eyes and just relax into the stretch. And if your right leg is lifted, you're going to go ahead and release that down. Stay with your figure 4. Just drop over to your right side. Land first on the sole of your left foot, and then extend the left arm. And then when you start to feel that stretch happening, then you choose, okay, maybe I stay like this. Maybe I'm going to drop the knee closer towards the floor, towards my armpit. Maybe I'm going to switch this out more into a more traditional twist. So do what feels good to you. However you're taking your twist, you're turning your head in the opposite direction, so you should be looking back over your left shoulder. on your inhale. You're going to come on up, plant the feet, both feet to the mat, adjust your back. We're going to do one more little push. We're going to come into bridge. So arms alongside the body, roll the shoulders down your back. Make sure your feet are at hip width distance, and you want that same foundation in your feet as we were in standing. And then when you're ready, you're going to push. Push into your feet and lift up. Push into the arms, into the mat as you lift up. And you can stay here. You can turn and just roll the palms up. You can take your arms out wide. You can take them overhead. You can take them underneath the body and clasp the hands. And if you're going this route, you can also roll the arms underneath. And you're getting a deeper chest expansion. And if you feel a little stuck in your back, you can heel toe your feet out just once, and that opens up some space. And you can also try lifting your heels. Now if your heels are lifted, go ahead and bring them down. And if the hands are clasped underneath the body, go ahead and release them. And we're going to slowly roll down, back onto the mat. And once you've released all the way down, pull the knees up, rock that out side to side, and massage your lower back. And then preparing for Shavasana, or take whatever finishing pose feels good. So if you want to add a happy baby, maybe the soles of feet together, maybe the soles of feet to the ceiling, take a happy baby. If you want to add another twist, add another twist. If you just want to stay with your knees in to the chest, do that. You can also take a very relaxing kind of finishing pose, and it's really very simple, and you can actually take your Shavasana like this and take your feet out wide and your knees together. So finishing poses, you want to do them if you're feeling just like the body's just not there yet, right? It's not relaxed enough, the body's not relaxed enough, and you want to get to that point of complete relaxation. So once you're there, then you can we'll take a couple minutes in Shavasana. And if you're taking your Shavasana with your knees together and your feet on the mat, just make sure you're really relaxed into this, so your knees are really just dropping together. If you want more traditional, of course the legs would extend. And you also have the option to take just a simple seated meditation. So choosing whatever you wish to do and whatever feels good. We'll take just about another minute here. So we're going to slowly start to come out of Shavasana. So if you are on your back, if you're seated, just stay as you are. But if you're on your back and your knees are up, you're going to start to stretch your legs out. We're going to wiggle out the fingers and the toes. And we'll deepen out the breath. So you want to feel that bigger expansion coming back in. And then when you're ready, inhale the arms up and just get a big stretch. Just woke up from a long nap. And pull your knees in. And if you want to roll side to side or roll up and down the length of your spine or just roll to one side and push up, do your way. And come up to seated. Find your sit bones. Right, settling in. And then closing our practice, we're going to inhale the arms up. And exhale the hands to the heart. And thank you so much for practicing with me. And I hope that you get to practice with me again soon. Namaste.